Greetings and welcome to this video. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to the video, to this channel, and to this space. This is going to be a timeless traditional tarot reading for you, or a traditional timeless tarot reading for you, however you want to look at that. Not important. What is important is that you are here. Thank you so much for being here today. I am looking forward to this reading. It's not necessarily a reading for the coming week. It's a reading for as long as it applies to you specifically. And you'll understand as we get more into it. This is what is basically a traditional tarot reading, a 3-card spread, what's been in the past, what we've recently been going through, what we're dealing with right at the moment, and then what we've got coming towards us. So kind of a big picture snapshot of where you are, where you've been, where you're going. And again, these are just energy readings. They are not prognostications. I'm not fortune telling for you at all. I am simply just reading whatever energy I have available to me, getting whatever information is being channeled to me from universe, God, source, our higher selves, our angels, and our spirit team, really. So with that little intro, thank you again so much for being here. Let's dive into the reading. What have we got for our first card for today? Okay, all right, not surprising. The 6 of Swords, easy to read just from the images on the card. We have a family that's leaving a situation. They weren't happy with it. They have the clothes with them, and that's basically about it. But this is the past energy. You'll recognize this as energy that you left, stuff that happened in the past. And what this card is just giving you is confirmation that whatever that was, in whatever area of your life it was, that is now actually leaving. It can also be a card representing traveling, going to new places, trying out a new something, maybe things just aren't going the way that you want them to be going right now in a situation, and you're going to be traveling maybe to get more information, a new point of view, maybe going to trade shows. I don't know. Again, this is a timeless reading, so however it applies to you in your situation right now, but this is good news. This is good news. This is telling us we're going from the choppy waters that you see behind us, which is at the lower right corner of the card, and we're moving into calm, still water ahead of us, much bigger. Notice how much more expansive that is, and how much the feeling of expansion continues as you look at the card. This is a very strong energy of forward movement and progress. So congratulations, good job. We do not want to stay in one of my favorite sayings. I don't remember who it was from, but the idea of, if you're going through hell, just keep going, don't stop, keep going, get out of it. So what is our next card? That's the energy that we are leaving. What is the energy that we are in right now? Okay, justice. Yes, and you may actually be seeing this happening in your life right now, or you've gotten a sense of it is actually going to be happening in the very, very near future, not way out in the distance. This is a major arcana card, and it's a very strong card. You don't have a lot of the basic energies in these trump cards, but this is a strong air energy. We know that justice can mean a lot of different things. It can be actually legal. You may be finally, after all of that work that you went through getting out of that situation with the 6 of Swords, you're finally coming into where you can breathe, where things are going now to be righted. What was wrong, what was missing, what was lacking, what was owed. You may be receiving money from debts. This may be a financial justice as well as a legal justice, or it may just be a kind of a vindication. Yes, I was right. It could be justice in a relationship where things are more on an even footing, where before they were kind of lopsided one way or the other. Either you were the mostly strong person or the one carrying most of the weight, and whoever else. And this could be a romantic partner, it could be a work situation or school, not sure, but it can be a variety of things. Again, these are just energies that are coming, that are right now with us. So this is an excellent card. It's telling you all of that work that you went through with the Six of Swords was right. It was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to leave. It was the right thing to do, to go. And this card is telling you, the Justice card is telling you, now you are going to see the benefits. You're going to start reaping those rewards. This is excellent, excellent. Very strong fire energy as well, with the red robe, green with the earth. So we really have all energies, and we know that this card represents Libra specifically, for the scales of justice. So very, very strong, powerful card coming off of that Six of Swords. I'm very, very happy to see the Justice card coming in. What is the energy that we've got from the distance coming towards us? What do we need to be aware of and be looking for and be mindful of? Wait a minute. King of Swords? Coming from Justice with the sword. Hang on a second. Wait, what? Look at this. Look at this, guys. We have two identical, not identical, but they're holding up swords in the same position with the same hand. One, the King of Swords here, our next card, is you've got butterflies in his banner behind him. The Justice card, you have a purple robe of royalty. Wow, this is crazy, guys. I'm not sure. Well, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. So, King of Swords, this is the energy coming towards us. So we know that swords are air energy, at least in traditional tarot readings. And the King of Swords is he's the master. He's and it can be a very masculine energy. This applies whether you're female, whether you identify as female or male. It doesn't make any difference, because within those identifications, we have very strong masculine and feminine energy coming and going, yin and yang, all the time. So anytime you see a card with a specific gender and you don't identify with that gender, you need to take another look. You may be actually shoving aside a part of you that needs to be expressed. If you are a very strong masculine identifying person, don't shove away the female aspect. Don't shove away that feminine energy, because that nurturing is how you bring out more of your strength of your masculine side. So you need them both. But I'm still kind of tripping on the swords and the wielders of the swords. But the King of Swords, his domain is unequivocal. It is absolute. He's got his foot resting on the earth. He's basically air ruling earth, which is kind of surprising. He wears the robe, blue robe of emotion. This is a very strong, obviously mental energy coming out of the Justice card energy. You really want to be aware. You had such a battle. It was such a fight. And it's easy to kind of get caught up in the Justice energy, vindication. It's okay to be happy with the way that something worked out, with the decision that happened. Absolutely. Rejoice fully and completely. Just don't let it literally go to your head. King of Swords is telling you that sword can take your head off if you're not careful. Okay? Justice and just the energy here is very calm, very steady, very strong. Not overpowering, just in the element, knowing. This is the card where you know the energy that's coming towards you now is continuing to confirm what it is that you're doing, the path that you're on is the right one to be on. So, wow, that's very, very cool. I did want to draw an oracle for us, and I chose a card from the Woodland Wardens Oracle deck by Jessica Rue for today. And we got, what did we get? Okay, we got card number 4, the Bear and Cedar, representing leadership. Are you kidding me? Right? This is literally, that is the King of Swords. He's the leader. He's the guy that knows where he's going, and if people want to follow him, they are welcome to. But he's not chasing followers. This is not the time where you're chasing followers. The bear and the cedar. Cedar is such an amazing wood. It's very aromatic. It's used often in interiors where you have closets or that kind of thing, where you want to keep pesky bugs away out of the clothing, that kind of thing. Cedar is a very holy wood. It's used in a lot of incenses and in a lot of, I'm trying to find a non I'm trying to find a non spells, where you're working on various types of actions and energy, and doing something like that. Cedar is a very strong, powerful wood by itself. It's a very good wood for building as well. Bears, they can be kind of scary. They're big and they're loud. They have big appetites. They spend quite a bit of time hibernating. The majority of them do, at least. I'm not a bear expert, and I didn't look up a lot of information. I wanted to give you guys a really unscripted kind of reading for today. But we know that bears are, when I think of a bear, I mean, they can move fast, but most of the time they just seem very steady. That's the energy that I'm getting. Steady, solid, steady strength. And that's what you want in a leader. You don't want somebody that's, got a whole bunch of crazy energy going all over the place. You want somebody that's like a rock. We just had Mountain Oracle reading not too long ago, and you should check that out if you didn't already see that. But the same kind of energy, the same kind of sense of strength, of stability, of steadfastness. This is literally everything that you just saw from this reading, between the six of Swords, Justice card, and the King of Swords. All that air energy. The bear is telling you, come down to earth. Come down to the cedar and bear. Yes, come down to earth. Make sure that you are grounding all of this high-flying mental energy. All right. What does the book say for us for our card for today for our reading? I have not looked at it, and I don't think we've done a reading with this card before. So let's take a look. We know that they stand for leadership. The bear and cedar calls us to be powerful but benevolent, embodying the qualities of a great leader. Bears are emperors of the woodland and guardians of the forest. I feel like that's exactly like the Justice and King of Swords cards, aren't they? Paired with cedar, a plant known for its healing, protective, and cleansing qualities, this card invites us into mature authority. Oh, yes. With a little more detail here, the spirit of the bear is guiding you to leadership opportunities and reminding you to rule with fairness and care. Well, dang Skippy. Yeah, that's exactly the Justice card that you're sitting in right now, the energy that you're sitting in right now, to rule with fairness and care, bringing in the King of Swords as the ruler. Yes, absolutely. So here are 2 questions for you for today to consider. All right? How can I be a better leader? How can I be a better leader? Who can benefit from my knowledge and experience? Who can benefit from my knowledge and experience? Those are great questions. I will just tell you, when you ask yourself a question, when you pose a question to yourself, and it can be any kind of question, it can be, how did I manage to be so amazing in that? Or it can be, how can I be repeating the same mistakes over and over again? Whatever question you ask yourself, if you don't know the answer right away, your brain, the subconscious, is going to continue working at the question until you come to an answer. And that's why a lot of times, you're doing something like the dishes or taking a walk, running errands, sleeping, and all of a sudden the answer will appear to you, that light bulb moment, that aha moment, right? That's what happens with your brain. So ask yourself these questions. How can I be a better leader? Not just at work, or if you're in a position of authority with your children, that kind of thing. Yes, absolutely those, but also how can you be a better leader in living your example of being your most authentic self, for example, right? Staying in your integrity. That's what bear and cedar are all about. Standing in your integrity as that King of Swords, wielding justice with a fair and even hand in all aspects of your life. Be fair with your finances. Give to charities as you have opportunity to do so. Stay current on your bills. Make sure that you are not wasting that resource, that you are putting it to best advantage, just like Bear does. All right. So a very, very interesting reading, very, very strong and directed instructions literally to us for today. But here's the full spread all together so you guys can see the progression of everything. Starting out with that Six of Swords, that energy that we left behind, it is in the rear view mirror and getting smaller all the time. Whatever that rough water was, we are so grateful and thankful that that is now behind us. And we are moving into the place of justice where we have the things that we should have had previously now are becoming available to us. I will just reiterate, I think it was I'm not sure if it was in the mountain reading, but it was in a current reading not too long ago, where we talked about you have to have your hands open in order to receive. Hanging on super tight to something, to the way that you think something should have happened, or anything, hanging on too tightly, gripping it with all your might because you don't want to let it go because it's the only thing that you've got. Justice says, release and let go so that you can accept and receive what is just for you, what is right for you, what has been coming to you all along, but you had your hands so tightly fisted, hanging on to what you thought was the only thing you had available to you. Let go. Release. This is your time to move into that King of Swords energy, that Bear energy, bringing in justice and fairness in all aspects of your life. So amazing. You are so amazing. If you haven't heard anybody tell you that recently, you can't say that anymore because I just said it to you. You are amazing. You are powerful. You are confident and strong and capable and determined, and you are going to totally, totally rock this, whatever it is. So keep your eye on the prize. Remember that you are the person that is in charge of and has authority over your life. Nothing else and no one else, but you are responsible and in charge of you. So wield everything with that even, fair hand. Make sure that you are being mindful of all that you are doing. There is no inconsequential action that you take. Everything is important. All of your thoughts, all of your words, all of your actions are equally as important. It's exhausting sometimes to be in that mindfulness frame for so long every day when we're awake. But after a while, it becomes kind of second nature. It's just a thing where you are there, where you are just constantly just touching base with yourself, touching base with yourself, touching base with yourself. That's how you stay in that King of Swords energy, by knowing, in that knowing, what is right for you, what is just for you. So I love you. Have the most amazing, fantastic day, week, month. Until we meet again, namaste and ciao for now.